Has anybody been raptured yet? Am I left behind? Does it happen like at midnight, like Cinderella? Is it midnight? Or do we have like until midnight? Is it midnight in China? In France? Which 23rd? Is it in Australia? Is it in Australia? Are you guys still with us? What's up, YouTube? Drill Sergeant here. And I have not been raptured yet. Now, Donald Trump would love for today to be the rapture because that means that all the people who actually care about the Epstein files and his involvement in it would be gone. But because I'm not gone yet, that means that nobody must have been raptured because I'm not getting left behind because I'm doing the Lord's work, baby. I'm out here every day talking about these fucking idiots all day, all night. I believe God loves me for that. I'm doing his work and I'm doing it diligently. But just in case we do have to get raptured today, just in case we do all disappear for some strange reason because, you know, the good guys get caught up in heaven. I don't know. Can I do that? Now here's the thing. If I have to go, if I get called up, has anybody been raptured yet? Am I left behind? Does it happen like at midnight, like Cinderella? Is it midnight? Or do we have like until midnight? Is it midnight in China? In France? Which 23rd? Is it in Australia? Is it in Australia? Are you guys still with us? Or are they ahead of the game? I don't know how it works. If I am gone, if I can't make it, if you don't see me, I wanted you to know that there are things going on. We got 3 videos. I have especially 3 videos that I have to be making. And the first one is going to be about why fascists have no choice but to censor media. Yeah. And why Sinclair just can't let go of that, even though the people have already won and Disney decided to put back on Jimmy Kimmel. But it's more important to understand why they need to do that. And you need to know that it's not going to stop there. It will always have to be done. And there will be other people to capitulate, i.e. Sinclair. We got to take it back to Mussolini.
So Mussolini believed he should get to decide who was a real Italian and who was not, which he eventually just identified as white people. And so his primary message eventually was that white Italians were getting replaced and diluted by foreign races and religious heretics who were all weakening Italian culture. And so he adopted Nazi-like laws to maintain a white supremacist caste system and defend good white Christian culture against Ethiopians, Somalis, Roma, Jews, leftists, homosexuals, anybody outside the club. And so he organized and he financed paramilitary squads, black shirts, who he sent to terrorize and arrest anybody who wasn't a real Italian. And he used concentration camps and mass deportations. And then he cracked down on journalists and comedians and artists who criticized him. And he exercised control over private corporations.
All right, listen, just in case, if you don't see me, I couldn't make that video, but I had to let you know that. I had to also let you know that Laura Malcolm's coming soon, and she's going to be talking about how Canada has stopped Kneecap from performing. Canada has banned Kneecap, the band Kneecap, who's pro-Palestinian, right? Who has been backslapped by their government just for saying that they don't support the genocide happening there. They won, I believe, the last lawsuit, or at least, you know, they got a pause or whatever it was. But I'm sure she could tell you. But if we're gone, we can't tell you that. And I thought you should know that.
Recently, the rap group Kneecap has engaged in actions and have made statements that are contrary to Canadian values and laws that have caused deep alarm to our government. The group have amplified political violence and publicly displayed support for terrorist organizations such as Hezbollah and Hamas. And will not be tolerated by our government. That is why, as Parliamentary Secretary for Combating Crime, I am announcing that effective immediately, the members of Kneecap have been deemed ineligible to enter Canada.
Canada, has been doing some really weird things lately, and she's gonna have a video about that if we're still here. She's a witch. She's not gonna get raptured. She's gonna be down here with y'all. I'm going up! Not to say she's not doing the Lord's work, but if we're raptured, I wanted you to know that story. I wanted you to know that story. Iris has something coming out, and she is going to be talking about more of the debauchery being done by the state, being done by this authoritarian, fascist, orange Mussolini against trans people. I mean, there's an all-out war against them. Now, I know what that's like because I'm black. But thanks to the rapture, I won't have to live through this anymore. Does it happen at midnight? That's what I'm trying to find out, people. Has it happened? Am I the only one left? Who's out there? Who's out there? If you've been raptured, let me know. All right. I've got to tell you about Tom Homan. I got to tell you about how he's taken bribes, $50,000 worth. And how he actually belongs in the prisons that he's sending innocent people to every day with fervor, with glee. Because he's a devil. He's not getting raptured. That's a guarantee. He's not getting raptured. He's going to be left here with y'all motherfuckers. That dude is evil, but he's also corrupt. Not just because his face looks like a piece of raw ham cut straight off the ass of a pig. And the truth is, he's corrupt because he's a racist fuck. Can you say that up there? If you're raptured out there, let me know. Hit me on the red line. So we got Tom Homan. We're gonna hit the Sinclair. We're gonna have to talk about that history. That's what it's for. I don't care about Sinclair, but it's the why. We're going to talk about Kneecap. I think Laura got you on that. Iris is going to talk about the ongoing war on trans people. But if the rapture comes, they're going to be gone. The only people that will be left here are the white Christians of America that will have nobody else to hate. Nobody left to hate. And I have a big story because speaking of white Christians of America that will be left here when the rapture comes, because they're the only ones who are evil here. They're the last vestiges of evil in this country is white Christian Americans. So you all will be left here. The rest of us, the trans, the blacks, the Asians, women of all sorts, as long as they're not MAGA. Everybody else, the Muslims, everybody else will be raptured. And the only ones left will be you fucking white Christian MAGA dumbasses. So I cannot wait for the rapture to come because the only thing you have left is hate. And that's why the last story that I wish I could give it to you, if the rapture doesn't come by midnight, American midnight, if you're in China, let me know. Has the rapture come? If you're in Australia, has the rapture come and has all your stupid frickin' Sky News watchers left yet? Or are they still on the ground? Has your MAGA wannabes in Australia witnessed everyone else rising to the sky to the sound of trumpets and horns yet? Because the only people that's going to be left here when the rapture comes is white MAGA Sky News watching, kneecap suing, right-wing Nigel Farage's, right-wing, anti-immigrant, not loving thy neighbor, white nationalist, MAGA fuckfaces all over the world will be left here to fight amongst themselves. Ain't God good? So the fact that I'm still here means that the rapture either ain't coming or just not here yet. Midnight. But more importantly, remember this guy?
Hello everyone, happy Monday. We have an update on David Esslinger. If you remember, it was a man who threatened to go door to door, killing his neighbors and fellow Americans.
Mr. President, I implore you, call for the Civil War and let us do our thing. Let us go door to door, street by street, and clean this country.
Because he's upset about what happened to Charlie Kirk.
We are all Charlie Kirk.
I mean, I hate to say it, but yeah, you will be if you go door to door.
We got an update on that. He's sorry.
I'll apologize to everybody.
Whoops. Oopsie. Didn't mean to say I was going to kill everybody. Can we just get along now? Can we just get on with our day and maybe I get my kids back? Whoopsie.
The other day, when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I lost it. I was extremely emotional. I let social media and my emotions get the better of me. I made a video talking about civil war. I posted a video the next day asking the president to call for civil war. A few hours later, I took the videos down. You know, I talked to friends and, you know, they, you know, I fucked up. I shouldn't have never posted it. I don't want a civil war. You know, I have friends on both sides. I've been doxxed online now. I'm having to send my family away. I'm losing my family over this. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I posted that shit. I'm sorry that my emotions get the better of me. I'm a grown man. I shouldn't have fucking done that. You know, I have to pay for the fucking consequences. But I'm going to post this video. I'm going to leave it up. I'll make it public, whatever. It's not going to change anything. You know, the damage is done. You know, the only thing I give a fuck about are my kids, and I'm losing them. I'm not going to fucking be able to see them for I don't know how long. You know, sending them to, yeah, you know, sending them far away. And I feel stupid.
Oh, yeah. YouTube, if the rapture comes and I don't get my chance to talk about how this guy lost his children and his wife, please don't cry for me. Do the video yourself if you have to. This is important because I want to make sure that when we're gone, he has no doors left to knock on. Huh? I don't know how this guy found. I don't know how y'all found him. We've been looking. Whoever found him, you win. You win the internet. But I'm going in. You see, in a fit of rage, he wanted to knock on every door. Civil war, kill everybody. And now he's stepping up saying, you know, I'm really sorry. I lost my children over this. I lost my wife over this. No, you lost your children and your wife a long time ago. When you put on that stupid fucking red hat is when you lost them. The same time that we collectively as a society lost you. Lost half of this country. When they were infected by this viral venereal disease. If the rapture came, the best way to find out is to see how many people wearing red hats are left. The most evil, anti-American, anti-democracy, pro-violence, pro-child porn, pro-rape, pro-lynching, anti-black, hateful, disgusting, filthy, evil, satanic cult group of people are called MAGA, white MAGA Christians. And before I go, I have one more that I'm going to be talking about. I got one more that I'm going to be talking about. And that's the Black MAGA Christian. This guy.
Name one thing black people cannot do that a white person can.
You see, I told your mother I'd be back.
Name one thing black people cannot do that a white person can.
Voices are not for yelling. By Elizabeth Verdict.
Yeah, I hope I get to stay long enough to give you that story. If you don't see me, I thought it was important. Because although that white MAGA dumbass is going to lose his kids, this guy who laughs at people getting run over only if they're black, this guy who enjoys the suffering of black people to the extent that he shows pictures of cotton in order to humiliate black women because he can't get his dick hard any other way, because he's lonely. And because at a young age he used to listen to metal music and the black kids laughed at him because they were immature. I love metal. He's internalized this hatred, believed every bad thing, now has a house in Florida, and because he feels like he's one of the good ones, I bet you he thinks he's getting raptured. YouTube. All of his white neighbors make him feel special, so he puts up videos like this.
Outside of the house, in the front, this is the neighborhood, view straight through to the lake, and that is Lakeview, and that is that. Work, no food stamps, no government assistance. You can do it.
He doesn't care about the suffering of others because he thinks he's white, because he listens to metal music and he couldn't handle the kids that teased him. I had the same thing. I listened to rock and roll and metal. I play it today. I'm one of the coolest motherfuckers you've ever met. What he did was had a bad experience, grew up with somebody who told him that he was better than all of the other ones, internalized the hate that they told him. Even though they were enslaving his ancestors, they told him he was lazy while they were doing the picking. And he believed it because whatever church he went to told him the only way to get raptured is to hate the N-words as much as they do. So you guys are going to be left here with that fucker. I'm sorry. I'm going up to the upper room.
Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind, the kind that moves. But here's the thing, none of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're going to pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads. It's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works. Follow us on all these things you see here, and our link tree is in the description. Maybe even get some merch.